The face of God is revealed through the light of the angel. The face of God is visible in the character of the angel. These are the apprentice angels. On their wings is written, "Angel in training." They learn how to fly, and they see others flying. Each angel is wearing the most beautiful crown. It is a crown that God has placed on the forehead of the soul. It is a crown of the highest self-dignity. This crown of light is more beautiful than the crown of any king in the physical world. There are 8 jewels in this crown, each one of a unique color, size, and form, all together creating such a beautiful crown for the angelic soul. The first diamond in the crown is a diamond of the home. All angels have in their awareness the eternal home. They belong to that home, the home of all souls, the home with God. This home is higher than any house, any home in the physical world. In the physical world, someone would be proud of their house, of their origins. This home with God and all souls is the most royal one, is the most noble one. It is the purest home. There is the highest self-regard of belonging to this home. This diamond is decorating the crown of the angel so beautifully. The second diamond in the crown is a diamond of being a ruler, being a self-sovereign, a king at the age of truth. What is the significance of this diamond in the angelic crown?
So this significance of the crown of the home, isn't it? That we are discussing. So yes, very beautiful how here we were described of the home and and what it can bring, and even the feelings. Now if we if we think of the life here on this earth, things are constantly changing. So it can also bring a sense of like insecurity of what will happen. Now we are seeing in the world, there are many wars and all kinds of horrible things happening where people are losing their homes. Now, if we think of just the knowledge of and the understanding that we are really like guests here, so there is a temperance. Everything is temperate here. So then when we understand that kind of the origin in this spiritual aspect, that we have come here to visit, and actually we all have a sweet place of origin where we come from, and we are welcome there. Sometimes in this world, if there is an argument in the house, you come home and then you start arguing with the person who is in the home, and you might have a feeling, oh, maybe I'm not welcome here at this moment. But then we know that when we become aware that there is this eternal family, and in the soul level, we are all part of the one big family, and the home where we come from, we are very welcome there and very loved. So that's also the beautiful aspect of just remembering that. And even if things are changing here, then we can still feel safe.
The diamond of being a sovereign in the world that we are visiting as guests.
Yes.
The awareness of being a ruler of our senses. The angel is not pushed or pulled by anything in the place that she is visiting. Such an awareness of being royal, being beyond any attraction of something that is temporary. It is meant to change and it will end. The next diamond in the crown is a diamond of the heart. The love that the angel has for God and God's family. This diamond is so beautiful, and it shines with so much brightness, showing the love that angels have for the Supreme Parent. How does it feel to wear the crown of love?
Yeah, very beautiful crown of love, that really there is it's like a natural feeling from the soul to feel love. And then when we think of the Supreme Soul, is remembered as the ocean of love. So that love is creating like a beautiful feeling, and it's not a love that is. Love can be confused often with this worldly love, but this love with the soul and the Supreme is very pure, and it's like a giving a feeling that nothing is required, like just by being who you are, that's enough, and it's nothing that you have to give or do to be loved, but just by being who you are. And love is also, I feel, is also like a transforming power. If you feel love, then you feel you want to be the best version of the self. So it can also help if there is some weaknesses, you can give them away when you feel like you are loved. So you want to be the best who you are. So also in this, now we have this topic of angelic consciousness. So, and like it was said that the angels has in the wings, somehow it was said in the beginning that it's written that angel in progress. So we know weaknesses are still there, but with love we can transform, and we can be who we really truly are.
The diamond in the crown of the angel that shows how much gratitude and how much service the angel has in their awareness. Service means to realize what you already are and to share that with an attitude of gratitude. This diamond of service is decorating the light of the angel. What does it mean to be decorated by the light of the service that the angel has been doing?
Yes, somehow this image of service is bringing to mind is, when there is it has been said that when there is this flow of water, like the water cannot be stopped when it's flowing. So in the same way, somehow when there is when somebody is receiving something, then when you give it forward, then it's like kind of the flow and it doesn't become stagnant. So that's the beauty in service, that we receive something when we listen to these divine spiritual teachings. It is like we are receiving, soul is receiving something. And then when that is given away, it's not depleting, actually it's increasing. So that's maybe the thing that then it increases in the world as well. And service, one of the biggest things that service can do is really to help those who are in pain and suffering. Let's say service through the mind. If we are remaining in the peaceful state, we are creating that peace. So that is maybe one of the biggest thing that the world needs now, is the peace and feeling of everything is okay. So even though we are doing self-progress as well, but we are also in the process, we are also giving to others. So that's maybe one value of this service that's coming into mind.
Service is natural, and service is a normal attitude of each and every human soul. The angel realizes his potential of being selfless. Just to be without ego is a great service. So the next diamond in the crown is a diamond of humility. The more service, the higher the humility is. What is the experience of the angel in wearing a crown decorated with humility?
Yeah, this is very beautiful, and how it was said that being without ego is service in itself. And the funny thing is that when we start to learn about new things, often what happens is first we are very excited, we are learning something new, so one can become excited and happy just by the process of learning something, anything. But then another step that can come, that when one starts to learn more about something, then one can create ego about knowing about something. So that is actually something I feel in this school, in the Raja Yoga school, that we really are, well, at least in my part, like trying to learn this letting go of ego. And there are examples. I think that's the beautiful thing, is like, personally, I feel I'm very much on the journey still, but there are examples when you can see the living examples, how beautiful that humility is, that often people feel in the company of the humble person, that they are very much accepted in the way they are, and it creates a very nice feeling. So that is like an inspiration to keep on learning. And it really, there is that one story of the founder member of Brahma Baba in Brahma Kumaris, who was always putting others in front, even though he was very accomplished in his own efforts, but he was always putting others in front. So that is like just an example of humility, that you can kind of let go of the feeling of needing to be the best or the first, which we are often at least in the Western part, we are taught that as from children somehow. Of course, there are many who are also working on that in the schools, but somehow the society is built that the better you are, the better job you will get, and like that. So actually now we are learning it from another way, that we have self-respect, and we don't need to not move forward, but at the same time we understand that we are all in the same boat, and as a family we are moving forward in the same destination. So there is no need to try and be the best, better than others at least.
The angel experiences the highest quality of life, the highest quality of his own mind, feelings that are benevolent for all. In this experience, the angel is accompanied by other angels, by other kings, self-sovereigns. Another diamond that decorates the crown of the angel is that of his companions, not friends or family, not students, but those who are peers, those who are equal to the angelic soul, those with whom the angel will rule in the kingdom of truth. What is the experience of being surrounded by the angelic companions?
Yeah, that's a very good reminder. It can very easily, one can kind of let go of that consciousness of the equality and the peace. And one reason for that probably is because of the roles. Everybody has a different role. You can have the mother and the child, or father and the child, or then in the, I think especially in the authoritative roles, that can easily be forgotten. It might be, well, I don't know if it's easier in any others. Anyway, we what we're trying to now learn is that instead of seeing the physical roles, we all need to play our parts whatever the part we have kind of handed in this play of life. But that's really the beautiful skill, that no matter what the external role there is, that we develop that skill of kind of looking behind what we see. And then, like it was said, on the soul level, that it is like peers that we are seeing. And it's very beautiful in a sense. And it's also then reminding us of who is that one that doesn't have his own physical body in this play, and that is reminding us of home, and then the Supreme Soul who is like the guiding light for all of us when we are here. When we remember the Supreme Soul, then we are naturally kind of moving forward in a good way. So that is what is coming into mind about this service of these companions.
The angel experiences the sustenance received from the Supreme Soul, from God. That love, that nourishment, that company available anytime, in any circumstances. This is a diamond of the sustenance that each and every angel has received from God and angel Father Brahma. How does it feel to be sustained by God directly?
It's a beautiful feeling, and it's reminding me of one of our teachers. She was recently sharing that she had an image of like a rubber band, that we are like going up and down, but we are very much held by the Supreme. So it was a nice reminder that sometimes we can feel that company of protection, and sometimes we might not feel that, but then still having that somewhere very deep inside, that we are being protected and guided. And if we have an open and honest heart, we will receive help as well, even when things are not maybe so good, or we don't feel so empowered. But we are still being very much held and showed the way. So just to have that faith that no matter what happens, everything is good and it will be good, and even the difficult situations will pass. They are there just for temporary time. So that one can then help us.
God on the side of the angel is guaranteeing the victory. This is a last diamond in the crown of the angel that comes just next to the first one, the diamond of the home. And it is so beautiful how the angel returns back home victorious, always victorious. How does it feel to be victorious now and forever?
Yeah, it's like a nice feeling. And victorious is a very beautiful, very, very beautiful feeling of victorious over in the personal path of having overcome everything and finally receiving the ending goal. So that is like the victory. And also one thing that is also from one teacher, was a meditation teacher, was saying that when the obstacles come, and we win them, that will create like a sanskara of victory. And this was something very nice, that if there are no problems ever, then how can one be victorious? How can one know whether they are victorious or not? So it is very good to see, like, we have lots of things. We can have, even if we don't have very big obstacles, sometimes life can be quite good. And there's not very big obstacles anywhere. But if we start to look inside our mind, we will find one or two things that we get some irritation or something in some situations. So that is then the obstacle for us at that moment, and we can overcome that and create that sanskara of victory. And then that is the kind of sanskara that once it becomes firm, then nothing can shake us. So even if something happens, it will not make us unsettled internally. So that's the goal and the end. And that's like the gift of just moving forward and having that aim. And definitely not getting disheartened. Even if something happens, it's okay. Just getting up again and continuing. It's fine. It's part of the process. So it's good. So we are happy to welcome all the obstacles and then just to learn how to overcome them, and then we will have that sanskara of victory.
Now, we wear this crown constantly. Never take it off. The angel is occupied with decorating himself with the virtues and powers. Angelic Father Brahma has also been decorating the angels. We can wear this crown without interruptions, always. And we see others wearing their crown. Now let us see each and every soul that comes into contact with us as wearing the crown of purity, the crown of responsibility, the crown of light. Let us do this now for a few moments in silence. And let us continue throughout the day to see for each human soul their angelic crown. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Hannah. We meet again tomorrow at the same time for the Angelic Consciousness series. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.